What's up, YouTube? Thomas L here. It's Thursday. That means it's time to talk about the new movies opening this week. Now, there's not a whole lot of big stuff opening. We gotta wait for a couple more weeks for the bigger stuff to get released. But mainly, there's more smaller fair films opening this week. So that being said, here's the films that's opening this week. First film I'm going to talk about is Mary Queen of Scots, which stars Saoirse Ronan, Margot Robbie, Guy Pearce, David Tennant for all you Doctor Who fans, and loads of others. In the film, Saoirse Ronan stars as Mary Stuart, who was like the Queen of France, and she, attempts to overthrow her cousin Elizabeth I, who was the Queen of England, played by Margot Robbie, and she finds her condemned to years of imprisonment before facing execution. This looks pretty interesting. For one, it has Saoirse Ronan and Margot Robbie. Those are two of my favorite actors working today. David Tennant always pretty cool to see on screen. And Margot Robbie and Saoirse Ronan, it's gonna be pretty cool to see them pair up together. So that's pretty cool to watch. And funny because they were both got a nomination last year, like at the Oscars recent. Anyway, I was saying, Saoirse Ronan and Margot Robbie both got Oscar nominations recently. Saoirse Ronan scored a nomination for Lady Bird, while Margot Robbie scored a nomination for I, Tonya. So them together in the film, I find pretty funny. And Margot Robbie looks incredible. It's pretty cool that they made a beautiful woman like Margot Robbie look like the makeup that they use on Margot Robbie looks incredible. She literally doesn't even look like Margot Robbie. And it's always cool when they make like a very beautiful actress and transfer them to where they're not so much like beautiful, to be honest with you. Kind of like when they transformed Charlize Theron as Elaine Wuornos. I found out the makeup in that was pretty good. So yeah, I'm really intrigued by this. And also out this week is a re-release of Schindler's List. The Steven Spielberg classic. That's getting a re-release this week as well. And also for you Elf fans, Elf is actually getting a re-release for his 15th anniversary. So they both open this week. All right. Also out this week is a film called Vox Lux, which stars the likes of Natalie Portman, Jude Law, Rafi Cassidy, and it's directed by Bradley Corbett, who's actually an actor, by the way. Nice year for actors, directing films this year. Pretty interesting year. Anyway, it's set in the Kermessenses spring, and it brings unexpected succession to a pop star's career. In the film, Vox Lux follows the rise of Callisti from the ashes of a major national tragedy to pop stars stardom. And the film spans 18 years and traces important cultural moments through her eyes, starting in 1999 and concluding in 2017. Well, in 1999, it features Rafi Cassidy plays like a younger version of Natalie Portman. Then when she grows up, she actually plays Natalie Portman's daughter. Years later. So I kind of find that pretty cool that Cassidy's playing two parts here. One, she's playing a young Natalie Portman, and next she's also playing Natalie Portman's daughter. That's kind of pretty funny to watch. The trailer looks pretty decent. looks like it's gonna have some interesting music ahead. It actually has like a Black Swan feel to it. That's pretty funny. So yeah, I'm really curious in this. And Natalie Portman, she's a dynamite. I mean, I recently did my 10 favorite Natalie Portman movies, and she's an amazing actress. So can't wait to see her in that. Also out this week is the new film Ben is Back, which is directed by Peter Hedges and stars the likes of Julia Roberts, Lucas Hedges, Catherine Newton, and Courtney B. Vance. And in the film, Lucas Hedges plays 19-year-old Ben Burns, who returns home to his family's suburban home on Christmas Eve morning. And, his mother, Holly, played by Julia Roberts, is relieved and welcoming her. But she also fears that her son, may relapse. So she, tries to hide, like, medications and all that. This looks pretty interesting. I mean, it's a film about a mother, being like trying to look over her son, and you gotta love those type of films. And Julia Roberts, I mean, she just scored a Golden Globe nomination for a Homecoming. She's a dynamite. I mean, who doesn't love Julia Roberts? She's a really terrific actress. She's an Oscar-winning actress. Maybe she'd get a nomination for this, but she didn't even get a Golden Globe nomination for this film, which, I mean, I haven't seen the movie, so I can't really comment on the film itself. But from what I've seen from the film, she looks like she's going to give probably the best performance in years. I mean, it's been a while since she's gave like the best performance. I mean, I haven't seen Homecoming, so I can't really comment on that. But I mean, Julia Roberts in anything, I'm down to say. And Lucas Hedges, he's a really terrific actor. I mean, he recently just scored a nomination for Boy Erased, well deserved. So yeah, I'm really curious at seeing Ben is back because it looks like an interesting film. All right. Also out this week is a film called Back Rows, which, speaking of actors making their directorial debut, this is directed and stars Alex Pettyfer, who you might know from stuff like I Am Number 4, Magic Mike. It's a shame. I literally thought Alex Pettyfer was going to be like a bigger star than he is now. I mean, when I saw him in I Am Number 4, I mean, the movie was just okay and all, but he was actually terrific in I Am Number 4. It's a shame that he didn't. I mean, he's been in stuff since then, but he hasn't been in a whole lot of stuff. I mean, he's not as big as I thought he would have been because he's actually not that bad of an actor. So, and in the film, he also stars with a cast that includes Jennifer Morrison, for all you Once Upon a Time fans, Nicola Peltz, Juliette Lewis is in this. Some pretty good actors are in this film, so I'm really intrigued by that one. And the trailer actually looks intense. And I'm really curious to see how good Alex Pettyfer will do in his directorial debut. Also, there's a film called Tyrell out this week, which stars the likes of Christopher Abbott, Micah Cera, Jason Mitchell, some interesting actors. I'm a big fan of Jason Mitchell. I mean, ever since I saw him in Straight Outta Compton, I've been a fan of his since. The dude is a dynamite actor. He's amazing on that show, The Chi. Yeah, I mean, and this he looks really incredible too. So I'm really intrigued by Tyrell. Now, this movie premiered at Sundance with some pretty good reviews, so I'm definitely gonna give this one a go. There's a Aretha Franklin documentary called Amazing Grace. R.I.P. Aretha Franklin. There's a Roger Ailes doc called Divide and Conquer, the story of Roger Ailes. Now, next year, we're getting that Roger Ailes film with John Lithgow, so I'm kind of curious in that one. But There's some documentary called Swimming with Man. I don't know much about that. Oh no, it's not a documentary. It's a film. Never mind. It stars Rob Brydon for all you fans of the movie The Trip. There's a trailer called All the Devil's Man with William Fichtner. I'm a big fan of William Fichtner. That dude is awesome. There's a film called Asher with Ron Perlman. Sweet, Ron Perlman is awesome. There's Clara's Ghost, which is a family affair. I mean, it stars Abby Elliott, Chris Elliott, Brady Elliott, lots of Elliots. Oh, and I should mention Haley Joel Osment is in this. That also premiered at Sundance with decent reviews, so I'm interested in that one. There's a film called Elephants. There's a family drama called Bernie the Dolphin with Hercules himself, Kevin Sorbo. There's a film called Revival, which is like a musical. There's Hospitality with Emmanuel Cheriki. There's a film called Nona with Kate Bosworth and a few other people. There's a documentary called Drugged with J.K. Simmons. And coming to Netflix this week is a film called Dumpling, which is a beauty pageant film that stars the likes of Danielle McDonald, Jennifer Aniston, Odella Rush, Dove Cameron's in this, Bex Taylor Klaus. I kind of want to see this. And this the song that Dolly Parton sang in the film recently just scored a Golden Globe nomination for Best Original Song, so that has me more interested. But yeah, an interesting week, just not anything too big, you know. But let me leave it to you guys. What movies are you interested in checking out this week? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.